Sunrise is an international experience. In downtown St. Paul, Minnesota, dawn means business. And in the heart of the hustle and bustle, at St. Paul Preparatory School, that business is high school education on an international scale.
Maybe we will all learn something from each other's stories.
We're not like any other school. We have 27, 28 different countries represented, coming from all these different cultures.
It made me realize what I want to study more, and like to kind of get me focused on what I want to do for life, for living.
In late summer, the St. Paul Prep journey begins for international students as they arrive at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport to a warm reception from school staff and host families.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Within a couple days, students begin a new and unique chapter in their lives and education.
You're on.
Checking in.
Ask questions every day.
And checking out the surroundings in an auditorium full of staff and roughly 160 classmates from around the globe, including the Twin Cities Metro.
So I encourage you to kind of get to know other people.
In groups, a Minnesota icebreaker.
How do you actually pronounce this?
Students like Ruthie from China begin crossing international borders with mere steps and a greeting.
I was very surprised that most people can actually pronounce my Chinese name. It was pretty cool.
Ruthie is a senior from Shanghai.
I would say that, as my dad always claims, that I'm very adventurous. I was really looking forward to come to the States and just sort of do some progress on my own.
Ruthie discovered St. Paul Prep through Nacelle Open Door, an international organization with high schools in Asia, Europe, and of course St. Paul. Frank Tarsitano is Nacelle Open Door's president.
If they want a challenging environment, but an international environment, this is the place.
French students, I've mentioned to you before.
Tarsitano says St. Paul Prep offers traditional curriculum, including AP courses, but from an internationally savvy faculty within that international environment. Tarsitano's mindful of the global business climate.
The kids can get a reality, an actual experience working with kids from other cultures. They gain this experience. Later on, it hopefully will be useful to them.
Well, let's talk about the Brazilian election.
That international give and take is a hallmark of the classroom.
He was elected by people.
Rafael is a junior from Colombia. For him, St. Paul Prep is more than lectures and assignments.
We get to see the different point of views of different people and how they would react to situations, and you realize it's different depending on where they're from.
Michael.
Differences here also amount to exploration.
Fahey, you're down this side.
Even in gym class. Here in the adjacent YMCA, students like Rafael
You good, all right?
learn a new sport, floor hockey.
They're trying to get a taste of what it's like to be in a United States environment, and then particular to Minnesota, you add the hockey element to it, and it goes right along with the theme of what these kids are trying to get, and it's the experience.
It's not my favorite sport. It's fun, but I'd rather play soccer.
And students like Rafael can play soccer.
Nice, man on!
St. Paul Prep has 4 sports teams, 2 soccer, 2 basketball, 1 more part of the educational experience.
I am really happy at St. Paul Prep, and it is a really different experience from what I'm used to, and I love it.
Can you imagine going to another country and taking all of your academic classwork in another language?
Principal Jane Hall Dale knows the different experiences pose challenge. Still, she sees reward.
But the potential for learning and the curve that we see, the growth that we see in the students, is just incredible.
One growth opportunity, living with American host families, a fun and personal way to learn more about the culture.
They guide me through many things, and we have a great times together. They're really nice people.
They live with people that they had never known before, and they fit into the family of their host families. And they attend school all day in a language that is not spoken in their home. And they do well. They do very well.
They have fun, too, at events like the Halloween dance. Sharing that common language of music and building memories.
Oh, nice.
For lifelong friendships.
They work very hard during the week
And so this is a chance for them to really just relax.
Yes, students do work hard at St. Paul Prep.
I will ask you to read the introduction.
Students like Ruthie.
Paralyzed force.
She hopes to use her St. Paul Prep experience as a springboard to the University of Michigan.
Many American colleges, they don't have the real concept of the other country's grades because we have different grading systems. But if you come and finish high school here in America, they actually know what you were doing.
So for someone like Ruthie who can get a baccalaureate degree in the United States at St. Paul Prep, that gives them all sorts of entrees.
Dr. Joe Kreitzer of the nearby University of St. Thomas, which provides space and support to St. Paul Prep, says the high school is indeed a springboard to American universities.
They can validate their accreditation. They can validate the rigor of their curriculum.
Ultimately, the entire St. Paul Prep experience is rigorous, stretching students academically and personally.
The greatest plus for students from all study abroad is a gain in confidence. And that students who are able to do that, they find the rest of their life enhanced because they understand I can do something that most people won't even attempt.
Ruthie says her parents understand.
Before I left, they were thinking that I'm always their little girl, and now they really do believe that I can be independent, and I am independent.
China.
Students finish their St. Paul Prep experience in a traditional graduation ceremony at the University of St. Thomas.
Good job.
But it is a worthwhile, not-so-traditional diploma and experience that they carry onto an international stage.